Happy Saturday, everyone. It's Josh coming to folks with another Tarot Snapshot. I want to talk about a certain amount of energies today, a certain philosophy or guideline I try to live by. I'm a big believer in vitamin joy, getting our joy in, going out, having fun, making the best of our lives, our turmoil, our traumas, what have you, as much as we can. I like to think of all of the stuff we suffer from, the conflicts, the pains, the turmoils, as a constant infection that we're sort of fighting off. And the way that we concentrate on our physical health, well, our physical health is sort of deteriorating over time. We have to give ourselves vitamins, vitamin fitness, actual vitamins to take care of ourselves. I like to think that in the face of our sadness and our turmoil, our traumas, our griefs, all of that, that we have to intentionally go out and seek joy. We got to go get our vitamin joy. And today I want to lean into that, and I'm going to use this Mystical Medleys deck to give us those three cards. But I want to talk about a perspective for folks, just to give them an idea. I know that a lot of folks that are watching this video have people in the world that have passed on and are now in the world of spirit. I like to think of where we go after we pass on as being behind a one-way mirror that we see in a cop show or a police drama, where we sit on the side of the suspects, they sit on the side of the police, the detectives, where they can feel us, they can know us. I also like to think of it as sort of like a movie screen or a television screen. The world of spirit, where we go when we pass on, is very active. It's not passive, it's very active. There's a community over there, just in the same way that this world is very active and lots of stuff going on. So is the world of spirit. Yet, they have something that we don't. They have a way to peek into this world and to watch us. So I'm also a big believer in the fact that if we want our spirits, our beloved dead, and our ancestors to rest in peace, we have to live in peace, because they watch us, they observe us, they know us, they understand us. Our pain is their pain. But I want to give you an idea. How can you make your life a sitcom? Is your life a sitcom, or is your life a drama? I want you to consider empathy for our spirits. We like to talk about empathy a lot in terms of empathy of people that we come across and feeling what they feel. Let's take for a moment and consider what our spirits are feeling. Our spirits are watching us. Your spirits are watching you. Your spirits are observing your life like they're watching a television series or a movie. What kind of movie are they watching? Are they watching you be miserable, stuck in your doldrums? Or are they watching you be full of joy, be full of life and adventure? Go out and get your vitamin joy, because when you increase your joy, so don't you increase their joy. And that's why I'm leaning into this deck, this particular snapshot. So I'm going to shuffle 5 times, all with the idea of giving us the information that we need to know and best, the information that best serves us in this moment. So I want to really lean into this idea of how can we turn our life into a sitcom. And I know that to a certain level, sitcoms are ridiculous, but most of them are heartfelt and full of humor. The Tarot Snapshot, the first card, is who we are in the moment. The second card is what vexes and perplexes us. The third card is what heals and reveals. Let's take a look at this card right here. This is the card that represents us in this moment right now. All right, the Two of Cups. And I love this because the Two of Cups is all about relationship. And I like to think that this is the actual card of love. We see 2 figures in this card, and they're kind of touching cups. And I like to think that this is the ideal card of partnership. Now, toasting, to make a toast with somebody, to clink glasses, I believe, and I could be wrong, I believe comes from the ancient tradition of making sure that you don't have poison in your cup. So you'd maybe pour a little bit of wine or drink into the other person's cup, so it would signify that there was no poison there, that person wasn't being poisoned. Imagine the depth of your darkness and how that affects those that you love. If you've lost a parent, if you've lost a loved one, like a grandparent or anybody, a child, God forbid, if you've lost anybody that you've loved and they are in the world of spirit, they're watching you. And it's almost as if that line right there between the two cups, right, that we're always kind of clinking glasses between that mirror, if you will. What is in this cup is in this cup, and what is in this cup is in this cup. If you have love and joy in your cup on this side of that mirror, on this side of that television screen, so don't they know love and joy over there. The world of spirit just has more of an ability to observe us and to feel us than we do them. Just the nature of our physical existence versus that non-physical existence. So here we have what's in one cup is in the other. I love that. So just a reminder for folks as you're making your way through life, that when you can transform your pain into pleasure, joy, or at the very least peace, that's what you're giving your spirits on the other side of that mirror. So think about, that physical action and that sort of historical aspect of making a toast. Clink. The next card is what vexes and perplexes us. The Six of Swords. The Six of Swords always shows folks rowing a boat from choppy waters to calmer waters. So here I am with my high platitudes of always trying to find joy, always trying to find peace. Yet it might be really difficult. It might be really difficult to get from the choppy waters to the smooth waters. All of us have varying degrees of pain and turmoil, trauma, chaos in our life. So what can we do to go from the choppy waters to the smoother waters? It's one of these cases of easier said than done. And I acknowledge this. I have my days where I suffer and, I'm in my darkness and, I've got the winter blues or what have you. We're all going to have days like that. How in those days, when we really can't see a way out, how can we make it from the choppy waters to smoother waters? That's where our next card comes in. The next card is what heals and reveals. Ooh, I couldn't have asked for a better card. The Strength card. The Strength card always shows a woman and a lion. I like to think that the woman is, the higher part of ourself, and the lion is the more physical, beastly part of ourself. Yeah, we always see this infinity symbol over the woman's head, the lemniscate, as it's called. And that is a level of wisdom. That's the wisdom that we're going to have bad days. We're going to have good days. And when we are in the moments of darkness, how can we transform that into light? How can we transform our pain into joy? This card represents to me that the greatest strength that we have is the ability to be gentle on ourselves, to be gentle on others, yes, but you can't beat yourself up. You can't hate yourself to peace. Nobody's ever going to hate themselves to peace. Nobody. So this is, how do you get from choppy waters to smoother waters? Remember to be gentle on yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Don't take yourself too seriously. And physically go out and get your vitamin joy. Go to the movies. Go to the library. Go do something that removes you from your scenario. But no matter what you do, don't beat yourself up. Imagine if you had a lion that you were trying to tame. I wouldn't fight it. I would be gentle with it. I know that might not be the best analogy, right? But I want you to consider how important it is to be gentle with yourself. I know a lot of people who make it into their 50s and 60s and spend a lot of their lives being really awful to themselves. And let me be quite frank. If being a bitch to yourself is ever going to work, it would have worked by now. So let's try the opposite. Turn your life into a sitcom and not some sort of tragic drama. Take that and have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you again.